Well, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be giving my top 10 favorite slashers. Now, this was a this was a hard list for me to make. Now, trust me, you guys do not know what my number one is going to be. You may know what my number one may be, you may not. So, I want to know your top 10 in the comments below, and let's get into this. So, starting off number 10 is a film that I really love, and I wish more people would appreciate this film. And what is this film? It's called The Hills Run Red. Right there, the title is really awesome. This is a film that came out around 2009, and I have a review up for it on my channel. This is a really good modern day slasher that stood out from all the remakes from the 2000s. And, The Hills Run Red, you got a killer named Babyface, who should be up there with Leatherface, Chucky, Michael, because to me, Babyface, he can really hold his own. And who the killer is very unexpected. And what the killer motives is very unexpected. So, Hills Run Red, love the film, recommend you checking out the film. My number 9 is Slumber Party Massacre. Now, I actually did a review for this film a while back as well. I actually did a review for all these films. Slumber Party Massacre, what can I say about this film? It's a very not appreciated horror film. It has some really good kills, really good memorable moments, a very creative and a very original killer, I think. A very unique killer. The kills are really good, the gore is really good, the story's even really good, the characters are really good. It's just overall a very well made slasher film that for some reason people don't talk about. So that's interesting. My number 8 may surprise people, but I do like this one. I do like the original. So my number 8 is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original. I do like the original. One of my favorite things about the original is obviously Leatherface. Leatherface is obviously my favorite thing about this film. But not only that, it feels realistic. This is probably one of the horror films alongside Halloween that feel like this could really happen. Like this could happen tomorrow type of scenario. You know what I mean? So Texas Chainsaw Massacre is my number 8. My number 7 is Friday the 13th, the remake. I am a huge fan of the remake. This was my first Friday the 13th. I remember getting the DVD for it back in 2009 for my birthday. So many fond memories of Friday the 13th remake, and that's why it's my number 7. I feel like it's the best in the franchise. I love Decker Mears as Jason. So many reasons why I love this film. My number 6 is Silent Night, Deadly Night remake. I love Christmas horror films. We need more Christmas horror films. That is my tradition on Halloween. I love to watch killer Santa Clauses. Okay? I like to watch me a good killer Santa Claus. Some people like to make out under a mistletoe. Some people like to roast nuts over an open fire. Some people like to, I don't know, sing carols. I like to watch killer Santa Clauses. That's what I like to do. So, Silent Night remake is my number 6. This is another good modern day slasher. I love killer Santa Clauses. Love horror Christmas movies. I love Christmas. Love Halloween. Love horror. Love stuff like that. So, right up my alley, you know. And number 5 is Nightmare on Elm Street, the original. Of course, the original. What can I say about this film? Classic. Robert Englund, he owns the role as Freddy. He is Freddy Krueger when he gets into that role. Freddy Krueger is very memorable. Nightmare on Elm Street's a very original, very creative, and just an icon in horror. So, yeah. My number 4 is Black Christmas. Now, my number 4 is Black Christmas. Honestly, like I said, I'm a huge fan of Christmas horror films, so of course Black Christmas is going to be number 4. And again, not a lot of people have seen these films, which I do understand, because a lot of these films do slip under people's radars because they're not being talked about a lot. But yeah, number 4 is the Black Christmas original. My number 3 is going to be Scream. Scream is another horror icon, a very good slasher film that for some reason now, Ghostface is not getting enough love, and that really disappoints me as a hardcore Scream fan. And to me, Scream is one of those horror franchises where you can just watch all of the films. You know, yes, 3 has its problems, but even Scream 3 is enjoyable in my opinion, but we're just talking about the first one. So my number 3 is Scream 1. My number 2 is Halloween 4. So my number 2 is Halloween 4. Halloween 4, to me, it comes close with being the best in the franchise. It has the best atmosphere, the best tone, some good kills, just a perfect film all around. Love the introduction, of Daniel Harris, Jamie Lloyd's character. Love Rachel. Halloween 4, perfect slasher film, perfect Halloween film. My number 1. You know I had to put Chucky somewhere on this list, just like Michael. I had to put, just like Michael and Ghostface, because they're my other favorites. I had to put the boy Chucky on here somewhere. So my number 1 is Bride of Chucky. I love Bride of Chucky. For some reason, and this is so strange to me, Bride of Chucky is not getting enough appreciation or love. To me, this is off topic. The best Chucky films and the whole franchise is Part 1, Part 2, and Bride. I will throw Bride in there as one of the best in this whole series. Bride reminds me of Nightmare on Elm Street 3. It's that perfect match of dark humor, dark comedy, with just the right amount of sinister, horror, good kills, good story. Chucky and Tiffany they have a really good chemistry, and it's just a perfect film all around, in my opinion. Love me some Bride of Chucky. So let me go over the list really quick, shall I? Number 10 was The Hills Run Red. My number 9 was Slumber Party Massacre. Number 8 was Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original. Number 7 was Friday the 13th Remake. Number 6 was Silent Night, Deadly Night Remake. Number 5 was Nightmare on Elm Street Original. Number 4 was Black Christmas. Number 3 was Scream. Number 2 was Halloween 4. Number 1 was Bride of Chucky. So this was my top 10 horror slashers. Now what I want you guys to do is post your top 10 in the comments. If you don't want to do a top 10, let me know your top 3, top 5, etc. Let me know the reasons why these are your top 3, top 10. This was my top 10 horror slashers. I want to know yours in the comments below. And if you enjoyed, why not give me a big thumbs up? Highly appreciate that. Please share. Also highly appreciate that. And if you are a first-time viewer of the channel, please subscribe. I will highly appreciate if you did subscribe. Please hit that little bell to know when I upload or even go live. And yeah, I am out of here. And I hope everyone enjoyed the video.